Well, this wasn't a good week for Ukraine or the West, if you agree that Ukraine must stop the Russian invaders. Now, Ukraine is desperate for weapons from the West, and yeah, sure, the US President Joe Biden is trying to get the US Congress to give it another $24 billion US. And on Tuesday, though, Biden spoke at the United Nations General Assembly, again urging help for Ukraine, but he looked so weak, mumbling, slurring his words, and a brain freeze.
Simply put, the 21st century results are badly needed. They're needed to move us along. Now, even as we evolve our institutions and drive creative new partnerships, let me be clear. Certain principles of our international system are sacrosanct.
Joining me is Jack Keane, a retired four-star general who serves as Vice Chief of Staff of the US Army. He's now chairman of the Institute for the Study of War. General Jack Keane, thank you so much indeed for your time. Look, General, I know you're a soldier, you're not a politician, but I'm certain that you understand the critical importance of leadership. The US seems to me to have a leadership crisis when there is this war that must be won.
I couldn't agree with you more. You know, I give talks around America and also overseas, and one of the talks I talk about is leadership and how important it is. And I do believe the United States does have a leadership crisis. I think those words you're choosing are an accurate description. And why is that? Well, because our four adversaries, China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea, have all become more aggressive as a result of this administration. And they fundamentally believe that this administration is more interested in appeasing them and working diplomatic answers with them than actually confronting them. And they think they can take advantage of the United States. And certainly after the Afghanistan situation in August and the debacle that the entire world has seen, I think the expectations they had about the administration were fulfilled. And we saw aggression by all four of these countries increase as a result of that. The most notable is Putin put 170,000 troops beginning on the border a month after Afghanistan, and in February he invaded the country. So yes, leadership crisis, accurate description.
And it's not just the substance, the abrupt withdrawal from Afghanistan and then the collapse there. The Taliban walked in. Also, the handling of China for too long, things like that. It's the style. I mean, the president mumbling and brain freezing of the UN, slurring his words. That also has an impact, doesn't it? I mean, that's like a message to China that this guy's not quite in charge.
Well, it's certainly the American people see this more than the world does. And some 70% of the Americans do not want to see President Biden run for another term. And I think at the bottom of all of that, it's not the fact that his age, because there are plenty of people his age that don't manifest the problems he has. But they see these issues continuously, and they know we're talking about someone who would leave office at 86, who's already manifesting some cognitive issues. So yes, there are serious issues here, given the decision-making authority that the President of the United States has and the influence he has in the world, to be sure.